Here this evening, which is proudly brought to you by the Privateer Barber. Fight 2 will be an amateur welterweight contest contested over three 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, out of the red corner, Ribero.
We are back, fight 2, Coastal Combat 6, on his way to the Coastal Combat cage right now. 40-year-old Rick Ribero, to what we can only believe, Anton, would be some sort of traditional Brazilian music.
Yeah, I think it's a pop Portuguese.
Portuguese, there you go. Rick training out of the academy at Byron Bay, 1 win, 2 losses in his career so far. Has a very good triangle that he'll look to employ should this fight get to the ground, albeit previous conversations prior to tonight, Rick suggested he wants to throw hands in this one.
Mate, I'm going to say I think he's one of the oldest on the card tonight, but you definitely wouldn't think it looking at him. He's very fit, athletic. He has a capoeira background, so we know he's got those very flashy, explosive kicks. Which we've seen the last couple of times that he's entered the Coastal Combat cage. But it'll be interesting to see, as you said, if he's interested in throwing those hands tonight.
Some capoeira expose would be very entertaining. It's probably the most visually appealing form of martial art from my perspective. And again, the uniqueness of it makes it so hard to defend. So could be a massive advantage for Rick should he choose to employ that style in this fight. Rick Ribero entering the cage for fight 2 here at Coastal Combat.
And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, Rhett, Hands of Stone Holly.
We have a massive crowd support and following, that's for sure. The crowd is going nuts.
Training out of the combat lab right here in Coolum. So definitely the hometown favourite in this one, Anton. Very good southpaw fighter, very strong, very heavy kicks, huge left hand as well.
As we know, Combat Lab is run under Joel Sapasvari, his coach and also promoter of the show. Very distinguished BJJ background, so no doubt Rhett knows how to move once he hits the ground.
No doubt at all. And again, given the pedigree that Rick Ribero will potentially bring from a BJJ perspective, could see quite a tussle should this one get to the mat. Again, the crowd continues to go absolutely bananas here for the hometown boy.
Another young lad on the card. He's only 20 years old. And a southpaw. So another southpaw for tonight for our second fight.
The age differentiation as well. Rhett, 20 years young. Rick Ribero, 40 years young. So definitely a wealth of experience from the perspective of training for Rick Ribero in this one. Looks very calm though. It can be sometimes daunting being the hometown favourite. So many of your friends and family here to watch you throw down. Bit of extra pressure it brings on fight night.
Rhett definitely the bigger of the two fighters.
So ladies and gentlemen, fight number 2 this evening, brought to you by the Privateer Barber, will be an amateur welterweight contest contested over three 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 75.1 kilos and trains out of the Academy, Byron Bay. With 3 fights as an amateur, he holds 1 win. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rick Ribero. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 77.0 kilos and trains out of Combat Lab Martial Arts. Tonight he makes his MMA debut. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Rhett, Hands of Stone Holly. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Nikia Melody.
Cage door about to close, and this fight's about to begin.
Well, gentlemen, here we go. Fight number 2, Rick Ribero, Rhett Holly. A very special and emotionally charged night here for Rhett Holly. Not only making his MMA debut, but his father unfortunately passed away yesterday afternoon. So Rhett has taken this fight under incredible circumstances. So it's a victory to see Rhett even in there. And win, lose or draw, I know he would like to dedicate this fight to his late father.
It's amazing. It's amazing to see him step into the cage after his dad passed away so recently, but he's definitely putting on a performance that would make his dad proud.
Body kicks are hurting him so far. Rhett's body kicks, 2 body kicks to Rick Ribero, definitely got noticed.
And one of the things I did have written down here on our commentary notes was that left kick of Rhett Holly. I have done a fair few sparring rounds with him leading into this fight, and I tell you what, he's got a lot of pop in not only that left leg, but that left hand as well.
He said he quotes that his legs are super strong from all the years that he played rugby.
I believe it was AFL he played.
Like footy.
And the only reason I bring that up is because I know he'd kill me if we didn't correct it. But Rick Ribero with the takedown ending up in closed guard. Strong overhook from Rhett Holly. Decides to abandon it though.
3rd body kick from Rhett Holly, and Rick finally caught that one, got the takedown. We'll now see what sort of jits these boys have got.
Yeah, so of course, throwing those body kicks in MMA, it is always something you have to be conscious of, those body kicks. But
as you can see, Rhett's looking to his corner, Joel, for instructions. As you know, Joel Sapsvari is an Atos black belt, so has a wealth of knowledge that Rhett can look to while he's on the bottom.
Trying to pivot his hips at the moment, Rhett. Get a little bit of distance to try and sweep. And he's got it, got the setup.
Looking for that leg grab rollover, but Rick Ribero doing a good job using the strikes to spoil that sweep attempt.
I'm not a huge fan of that sweep attempt in MMA.
In MMA, it can be tricky.
MMA, due to the fact that it does take away a hand away from your face, especially if the person on top has a very good base.
And certainly seeing Rick do well there, quite wide with his feet at the moment, so that's just making him really heavy on top, making Rhett feel every single ounce of that 75.1 kilos that he weighed in yesterday. I'd say he's well north of that coming into the cage here tonight.
Rick is doing a very good job of sneaking those little punches in every now and then, but Rhett is minimalising the damage that he takes by continually being active off his back.
Yeah, that's right, Anton. If anything, Rhett has done a good job just to minimise the damage from Rick here in this position. And there we go.
Gonna stand him up.
Nikia Melody's seen enough.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the situation, but
I think Rick was active enough to keep that there, to be honest. Oh, the body kick caught again.
So Rhett now looking to defend this takedown, but that sees the close of the round. So interesting first round there, gentlemen. Obviously quite dominant on the feet there for Rhett Holly, but that big takedown in the middle from Rick Ribero may make things a little more tricky in the judges' eyes.
It can be. It depends what the judge was actually looking for. So yes, Rick got the takedown. However, Rhett was probably more active off his back during the period the fight was on the ground. Got it back up and landed 4 really good body kicks through the first 3 minutes. So again, tough decision for a judge in round 1.
Yes, certainly a tale of 2 fights here in the opening stanza. It'll be very interesting to see what adjustments the fighters make coming into this second round. We have Ty Duncan and Del Zapasvari letting Rhett Holly know what to do. The team from the Academy, Byron Bay, in the corner there for Mr. Rick Ribero. So 2 experienced teams going after it.
Danny, you obviously know Coach Joel very well. Would you be telling Rhett to put the left body kick away for the moment?
Yeah, well, I think what Ty would be telling him, and Joel, because they were both given instructions there, would just be telling him to set it up a little bit better. So Rhett's throwing it one off at the moment.
Yeah.
Very easy to catch a kick when it's thrown by itself. one thing that I know they drilled a lot during training camp was throwing that 1-2 and then following with the same side kick. So I'd say that's what we're going to see from Rhett Holly here.
Go on top, keep those hands up, and then follow in with that body.
Correct. And right on cue.
Oh, no. As we can see, Rick is really trying to get this fight to the ground. He's nice right hand from Rick.
Hurt. He's hurt.
Well, Rhett Holly trying to close the show here. Hands of stone.
Maintain composure though. He's got plenty of time. Doesn't want to punch himself out.
I honestly don't think I saw what happened. Can someone explain to me how Rick went from standing back? Did he get caught with something? Did he trip?
Not. It appeared like he lost his balance, to be honest, and fell back, but at the same time it actually looked like he was dazed. So maybe he caught him with something sneaky that we couldn't catch in this angle.
May have been that exchange where they both landed the hooks. Maybe Rick was still a little dusty after that one.
Going to let him stand up.
Nice. I like that from Rhett Holly. Brings the action back on the feet here.
Even though Rhett's been landing some beautiful body kicks, Rick's actually got a few of his own that you can see on Rhett's on his right side. When he lifts his arm up, you can see the welt starting to form underneath those ribs now.
He is marked up here, you're right.
Oh, nice left hook straight right from Rick. Caught him again with that left hand.
Some big shots landing here from Rhett Holly. Can Hands of Stone close the show? Nakia Melody taking a good look at this, but Rick Ribero doing well.
He's tough as nails, Rick. He's got to get his body position right.
Nice work. And straight into side control.
He's got 1 minute to play, so there's plenty of time to secure that position and really look to do some damage.
And steal this round if he can't finish the fight as well.
You see he's trying to push that arm over to the other side of his head, maybe look for a head arm choke. I'd like to see him set it up with some punches. You know, soften him up a little bit, try and break him down, make him do something that's uncharacteristic, and then secure that submission.
I think he's hearing your advice, Anton, right now.
So 30 seconds now to go. Rhett Holly doing his best to recover half guard. It looks like he's done that, but Rick Ribero doing a good job keeping Rhett flat on the mat. Your half guard options are very limited when that far shoulder is touching the mat. We see Rhett here trying to get up on his side.
Rick's body posture is very good. When he gets on top, it's very hard to buck in this fight so far.
Beautiful sweep into mount.
I think he might survive. He might survive to the end of the round. I think he's fine.
Oh, I tell you what.
It was close.
A couple more seconds in that round, and that one was Dunsky. Can he score it again, gentlemen? Like almost 3 phases in that round.
Yeah, tale of 2 fights once again, but I think due to the damage done to the feet there, I would lean to Rhett Holly, that's for sure.
Definitely, that second round's definitely Rhett. I think Rick's feeling that round a lot more than Rhett did.
Dropped at least once, possibly twice with the bad angle that we had, so the stand-up battle, Rhett is dominating at this point in time.
So the team's going to work once again, and the game plan's very clear on both sides of the ledger here. Obviously, I'm sure the team from the academy are going to be pleading with Rick Ribero to do his best to get that takedown. And the team from Combat Lab will be happy to see Rhett keep this one on the feet, keep firing off that big left kick.
I think if Rhett can push the pace, he definitely outwork and maybe break Rick later towards the end of this round.
Will we see our first finish of the night here on Coastal Combat 6?
Crowd right behind Rhett in this one.
The energy's definitely in the room for this one.
And here we go, gents. Third and final round. Could be Rhett Holly up 2-0. Could be 1-1. Not quite sure how that first round went as far as the judges' scorecards are concerned. Rhett Holly looking to pressure fighter. Oh, clips him behind the temple. Rhett Holly passing into a modified mount here. And Nakia Melody has seen enough. Rhett Holly with the third round TKO.
The left hand, I think, the left hook that got him after the body kick again.
Wow. What a way to finish.
Rhett Holly, ladies and gentlemen, third round stoppage.
That's a fight to be proud of. Debut.
Under the circumstances he was dealing with, yeah, that's an extraordinary effort to come out and perform like that.
Definitely made a statement.
So a very emotional night here for Rhett Holly. He is honoured his late father here with a third round TKO victory, and the crowd's getting behind him. Gentlemen, I'm going to head in there and make it official.
Thought it was very smart though, Anton. Started to use that body kick in combination as opposed to the lone shot. So the body kick definitely connected early in round 3. The hands of Rick dropped, got that big left hook to connect. And that is a debut victory for a very happy young man in Rhett Holly.
And as always, cuddles, handshakes and fist bumps after fight is done.
It's a respectful sport at the end of the day.
So ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stop to this contest at 21 seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner by TKO in the blue corner, Rhett Hands of Stone Holly. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with our victor from fight number 2, a third round TKO for the MMA debut. Rhett, talk to me a little bit about how that fight went and how it feels to get your first win.
Yeah, it's a bit different than I thought, getting in the cage and coastal combat and sparring. But yeah, Rick hit me with a couple of good ones, man. Fucking thanks for coming out, brother, and having the fight. I just loved it, eh? Set it up with a couple of those lefts and then that liver kick. Talked about a liver kick the whole time. Joel, Ty, Maud, you fucking know what's up.
Yeah, well, we all felt it inspiring, mate. That's why we were telling you to throw it. And for those people in the audience that might not know, this is a very special and emotionally charged night for you. Of course, unfortunately, we had the passing of your father just yesterday afternoon. We weren't even sure whether you'd want to fight still, Rhett. You told Joel Zeppisvari, there's no way you're not fighting. And I know. And I know that you wanted to dedicate this fight to him. Give me a little bit of an insight into how it felt getting in here tonight.
Man, you know, coming to Combat Lab has helped me so much with going through my dad's sickness, you know, brain cancer, fuck cancer, man. That stuff sucks, you know, passed yesterday with all our family around. Love you so much, Dad. This one's for you, and I know I'm going to make you proud and everyone else proud.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, Rhett Hands of Stone Holly.